Hello, my name is Courtney Houston, and here are the items I would like to include in my stressless care package for a college student. My first item or service would be a career counseling program or career counseling appointment from the CARE counseling program at CBC. It is located in the L building. This item is in relation to Chapter 1, What is Stress, and it categorizes stress into two categories. Eustress, which is good stress and allows us to be motivated to get things done. Distress is bad stress and it is stress that has exceeded optimal levels for peak performance. A lot of my stress I know comes from routine stress, and career counseling can help me track my academic progress, therefore reduce the routine stress that I experience and reduce my distress and make sure that my stress levels remain at optimal levels for peak performance. My next item would be resistance bands. This is in relation to Chapter 8 of the textbook, where it talks about physical activity and exercise and its benefits for college students experiencing academic stress. Academic stress has a variety of negative effects on college students, like lack of quality of sleep, increased depressive symptoms, increased immune function disorders, the list goes on. Physical activity and exercise is emphasized in a study during Chapter 8 where it introduces a stress buffer effect, where college students are in those academic stress settings with implemented 150 minutes of moderate intensity physical activity a week. They experience those negative effects of stress a lot less. In fact, they don't experience those negative effects like lack of sleep, depressive symptoms at all if they include that amount of physical activity a week. So that is why resistance bands, I believe, is a great tool to combat those negative effects. My next item would be massage oil and this is in reference to Chapter 3, which talks about relaxation. Relaxation is defined as a deep state of rest and is the exact opposite of the stress response. It talks about strategies to get to that state of rest, and one of those is a self-massage or 5-minute self-massage. And I believe that is best achieved with a scented massage oil, a scent that you enjoy, and that can help you reach that state of relaxation. And the physical effects of this massage to release that stress is muscle relaxation, deeper breathing, and slowed heart rate, which therefore releases all your stress. And I believe that massage oil is a great tool to achieve that. My next item would be a journal or affirmations book. This is in relation to Chapter 6, where it talks about anxiety. One of the greatest parts of that chapter that stuck with me was a strategy done to help clients respond to negative effects. So this was in the emotive evocative paragraph where it talks about coping statements. These coping statements are very similar to affirmations, and I believe that can be easily done with an affirmations book or journal, where you can have physical evidence of that use of coping mechanisms to rewire your brain to respond to negative scenarios a lot better. And physically, you are physically writing down that stress and releasing it from your body just by using those coping statements. My last item would be an academic weekly calendar, and this is in relation to Chapter 9, talking about efficient time management. Procrastination is a huge emphasis in this chapter, and it talks about the multitude of negative effects it has on students. And I believe the easiest way to help with that procrastination is to block out studying time during the day with a weekly planner or just a calendar in general. And with every hour used during the day to block out for studying, etc., is an hour saved at night for sleep and better sleep for those physical positive aspects of a weekly planner. You are blocking out more time for sleep that you would have used otherwise for last-minute studying and cramming. That is why I think a calendar is such a great tool to combat that bad sleep and procrastination.